What's up everybody, it's Priyon Joni. So in a couple of my last videos, I did a performance where I combined DJ gear and production gear along with live instruments. In fact, my most recent one was for the live remix contest for Red Bull 3 style. And then in the comments, some of you guys asked me how I hooked everything up. Well, I hooked everything up and I set it up here in my studio this time. And I'm gonna walk you guys through how I did everything. This isn't really a tutorial, it's a walkthrough. I just wanted to give you guys a broad idea how I set everything up, because you guys might use different instruments, different software, or different gear in your setup. And hopefully it helps you guys come up with your own multi-instrumental setup so you can start playing with your music. Speaking of music, where do you DJs get your music from? I hope you guys are done ripping it from YouTube or SoundCloud. If you still don't know where to get your music from, what you need is Direct Music Service. DMS is an online database made for working DJs and mix artists. Every day they update their servers with the latest music, as well as edits, remixes, along with the clean and dirty versions. And what's awesome, you don't even have to sit at home to download your music today. You can use DMS's mobile app so that you can pick the songs you like, put it on the wish list, and it'll be ready for you on your Dropbox folder at home. Go to directmusicservice.com and sign up today. Now let's show you guys some gear. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I did that live remix of Let the Record Skip. So I'm gonna start with all the instruments / devices that I was using. First on this side, I'm using an XDJ-RR, and I loaded the acapella to the track to start here. And since I'm left-handed, I loaded the acapella on the right deck, but this is the one I scratched. The reason why I'm using the RR as opposed to my other controllers is because I don't need a computer with it. And ignore the AS1, I'm actually not using it. But I used a Pioneer DJ SP16 as a sampler. For my first pattern, I used this loop as my metronome. And I just played live with the beat with it. So yeah, I actually had to turn off the quantize because it kept messing me up, especially at 150 BPM. Basically, these are my drums. Kick, snare, ticky snare, and then hi-hat. And then these are my basses. I have them all choking, so that means they won't overlap each other. And then I have these as that high lead note. And then these are my vocal cuts. And then I have multiple patterns. If you listen, like that one was the metronome, the loop track that I was using to keep on beat. And then my build-up was this. And then the drop. And then the drop without the loop. And then the break beat was right here. And then for my guitar, I'm using my Boss GT1. And I'm actually not using the internal sounds. If you can see that, I have it set to through, meaning it's just running clean because I have the signal feeding into the computer and I'm using the computer to process the sounds. I also have a fourth instrument that's not an external instrument. I'm using my MIDI controller to trigger a plugin inside, so that's how I got my saw chords. All right. So how did I hook this all up? Well, the heart of everything, I'm actually using a Rane SL3 as my interface. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually use your DJ use interface for recording or performing. So the way I have it set up is the output, auxiliary 1 and 2, are my outputs going to the speakers. But the way I have this set up is that this is my sampler on 1 and 2, and this is the XDJ-RR, and then these two are the GT1 where my guitar would be coming into. I don't use the SL3 for Serato anymore. So this is what this SL3 does. It has 6 inputs, 6 outputs, and I use it with Ableton. And now inside Ableton, basically the first track, I have it in arrangement view. I don't have it in session view. All I was using Ableton for was for recording all the instruments together. I wasn't using session view or doing any live loops. This was just straight recorded all the way through. And the first track right here, you can see the sampler. And then on the very last track, the one called Nexus, that's the keyboard. These chopped up ones are the guitar. And I'm actually using Guitar Rig from Native Instruments to process the sound instead of the sounds out of the GT1. And the reason for that, I just love how it sounds. The modeling just sounds way more kick-ass over the Boss GT1. Not to say that the Boss GT1 has terrible sounds, but man, the Guitar Rig just sounds way better, especially the amp modeling and stuff. And then here, this second track is actually where the XDJ-RR is connected. That's where I had the acapella drop in and also my scratching. Now, what I did was I also mixed and mastered the recording once it was done. That's why you see some chops here. And I did that just to get the best sound out of it. But everything you saw was played live. It was just perfected so it sounds as good as it does on the video. And in case you're wondering, I skipped over the AS1. Where's the AS1 hooked up since I took all 6 inputs on the SL3? Well, I have it hooked up to the input of the SP16 in case I wanted to do some sampling later on. And I can go into the menu, sampling, line in, and I'm gonna try hooking this up when I get back from Phoenix on my Radical Accelerator and just try it out, controlling it with a MIDI keyboard just to see these sounds, because this is an analog synthesizer. But yeah, guys, this is my live instrumental setup. Honestly, sometimes you guys got old gear that you're not using anymore and you're thinking about selling, but you can still find a use for them, like I did with the Rain SL box. And I'm a really big advocate for folks who want to try out doing more than just mixing the music. So I hope to see one of your videos soon. Anyways, if you got any comments or questions, be sure to leave them in the comments section below. Would love to hear your thoughts or answer any questions you guys might have. And if you like this video, be sure to smash that like button. And if it's your first time here and you like this video, click that subscribe button and don't forget to click the little bell icon so you get a notification the next time I upload a video. All right, guys, it was fun. Take care.